Hey there yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to My Yoga Time. Thanks for joining me today. I have another short yoga snack for you. This particular class is fantastic when you're short on time, you're needing a little balance between strengthening and stretching, and of course a little more mindfulness. So I've got one block for this practice. If you don't have a block, you can improvise with a really thick book. We're going to start in a seated position, coming into your seated pigeon pose. Right leg to begin with. So right ankle is placed, if you can, above the left knee. If not, below the knee is fine. Here is option one, a little deeper if you bend your left leg now. And if you can, bring that foot in as close as you can to the buttocks. Of course, working with your body, not against it. Plenty of options there. Stay with the variation that your body says yes to and doesn't cause any pain or discomfort. So while you're here, you might like to gently rock from side to side as we start to warm and open the outer hip. Gently breathing in and out through the nose. Gently placing the tip of your tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Feeling the breath rolling over the back of the throat. Creating that little constriction there for Ujjayi breath. You may even subtly hear the sound of your breath. And let's move on now, straightening that left leg. Ground your right foot to the floor. We're coming into an open twist, sitting only on your left leg now. So right buttock off the mat, right arm on the inside of the leg, and press the arm into the leg. A little bit of resistance there. Feel free to look over the left shoulder if that's comfortable to do so. And let's return to center, taking that same position on the other side. If it's available for you, bending the leg, bringing the heel in as close as is comfortable. And of course, welcome any movement if that feels good. And throughout the practice, whichever part of your body has caught your awareness is where you're sending the breath. Where attention goes, energy will flow. Now let's come back to neutral, moving into the open twist now. Gently pressing left arm into the inner knee. And return to center. Well done, yogis. We'll cross those legs now. Rolling over the knees, coming onto all fours. And then lowering down onto your forearms. So elbows underneath the shoulders. Moving into your forearm plank, taking one leg back at a time, a little tuck of the tailbone. Feel the upper body round as though you're trying to push the back of your heart up towards the ceiling. And keeping the jaw relaxed here. Steady the breath. We'll step the feet in a little closer, find your dolphin pose, and feel here as though you're trying to send your armpits towards your thighs. Stepping the feet back just a little, lower the knees to the mat. Puppy pose here, so you might choose to reach the arms a little further in front or bring the hands to prayer, resting forehead on the mat. Feeling the in-breath, creating space in the upper body. And when you're ready, lifting up, coming onto all fours, curling those toes under, inhale into your back bend, exhaling to round the spine. Last one. And this time as you round the spine, we'll lift the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Let's raise the right leg. Look forward and step through into your lunge, and you can always give that foot a lift up if you need to. Grounding the left foot down, windmill the arms up, warrior two. So looking for that big toe on the inside of the knee. Little movement here with the breath. We'll turn the palms up, inhaling palms to meet, right leg straightening, exhaling warrior two. Tip of the tongue is still placed where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. And settling down now in this warrior two. Option to take chin mudra through your left hand, index finger and thumb connect, back of the palm to the lower back, and reverse your warrior. Keep a strong bend in your right knee. Well done. Straighten the right leg. Just bring your back foot in a little bit closer. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Keep your left hand where it is. Reach and reach with your right, and then lower down if the neck permits, looking over the shoulder. Slight tuck of the chin, and feel like you're moving the neck back. If that's too strong, look down towards your big toe instead. Gently pressing into both feet. Well done. Return to warrior two. High lunge now. Square the hips to the front of the room. Back heel is lifted. Bend your back knee a little. Tuck the tailbone under. Right hand's going to take the left wrist. Lift up and lean over, looking past your right hip. Well done. Come back to center. Lower those hands down. Step it back into your downward facing dog. Feel free to give the legs a little bit of a walk. And then when you're ready, left leg up. Look forward, step through. Warrior two. Turn the palms up. Inhale. Exhale. Staying down now, reverse the warrior. Triangle pose, bring the back foot in a little bit closer. Press the feet away from one another as you reach forward and then lower down. It's an open twist. Warrior two. High lunge. Bending in the back knee, slight tuck of the tailbone. Left hand takes the right wrist now, lift up and lean over. Breathing down the right side of the body. Well done. Back to center. Lower the hands down. Downward facing dog. Coming forward into your plank position. Gently pressing the back of the heart up towards the ceiling. Of course, you can lower those knees to the mat if you need to. When you're ready, coming all the way down, make sure those elbows are hugging into the ribs. We'll take the hands out in front. Lift the heart and try and drag the hands back towards the feet. And lower down. Hands under shoulders, return to tabletop and then to plank. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Option to open out the hip, bend the knee and look under your armpit. And then straightening the legs, square the hips, step it through. Low lunge this time. Left knee can come down to the mat. Inhaling the arms up. So here I want you to feel like you're trying to squeeze the feet towards one another. Option one, right hand to the low back, left hand to the outer knee. Option two, we'll take those hands into prayer, hooking the elbow around the knee. So you have the option of keeping the left knee on the mat. If so, try and draw the left knee forward and drag the right heel back. Otherwise, lifting up into a high lunge. And if you're in the high lunge, you'll move the feet away from one another, opposite direction. Right palm pressing down onto the left, chin tucking in and the neck moving back. Breathe. Well done. Let's lower those hands down, both on the inside of the right foot. And then we'll walk our hands over to the left, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. And then walk your hands over towards your left leg. Take a hold if you can. And then bend the right knee. Come back to center. Walk the hands over to the right leg. Take a hold wherever you can reach. And then bend the left knee. Let's come back to center and then walk the hands towards the left foot so you come to the back of the mat. We'll take that same low lunge, right knee comes down. Option 1, left hand to the outside of the knee, or you can hook the elbow. And let's release. Step it back, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 lion's breaths here. So you'll inhale through the nose. As you exhale, do so through the mouth. Stick out your tongue and open your eyes wide. 2 more. And lower those knees down to the mat. Coming to seated. Bringing those feet out in front. Make sure you've got your block close by. Preparing to recline now, let's bend the knees. Press the heels down and try and pull the heels back towards the buttocks. Hands to prayer and slowly roll down with a little bit of core. Once you've come down onto your back, just bring the feet in nice and close towards the bottom. You can turn the palms up. Option to take chin mudra, connecting index finger and thumbs. Gently press down through the feet, begin to tuck the tailbone under and inhale as you lift up the hips. Breathing into the front side of the body. Gently broadening the collarbones and feeling gentle downward pressure through the back of the head, the shoulders, the feet. Let's lift the heels and lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Touching down, cup the hands over the knees, bend the elbows as you exhale, straighten the arms as you inhale. And when you're ready, you can lower those feet to the floor, taking a hold of your prop now, coming up into supported bridge pose, one of my favorite and daily poses. Lifting up the hips, so you might have the block on the flat side, or maybe you're comfortable to lift up a little higher. Arms can be by your side or above the head. Tip of the tongue is still placed where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. And I'm going to count your breath here. Practicing Samavriti today, which is our even breath. We'll inhale 5, hold 5, exhale 5. Let's breathe out together. And inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done, yogis. Lower the arms down if they're overhead. Let's try and squeeze the heels in towards one another and then lift them up with the hips. Remove your block. Keep the heels high as you come down one vertebrae at a time. When you touch down to the mat, lifting up the feet once again, press the hands into the knees, pull the knees back into the hands, keep your arms straight. And then relax, let the shins flop. You can bend the elbows as you exhale. Inhale to straighten the arms. So take a little longer here if you need to. Otherwise, when you're ready to move on, straighten the legs. Option 1, hands are on the outsides of the legs. Option 2, if you can reach, pistol grip your big toes. Inhaling, legs out nice and wide. Exhaling, coming back together. Next time the legs come back together, let go of the grip, cross the left leg over the right, bend the knees, squeeze the thighs together and lift the upper body off the mat. And let's lower down, coming into a twist. Hips can move a little to the left, knees can come down to the right. And gently deepen the breath into the lower body to deepen the twist. Now let's inhale those knees back to center. Straightening the legs once again, taking a hold of the toes if you can reach. Inhaling out wide, exhaling together. Next exhalation, crossing right leg over the left, squeezing thighs together, engaging your core. And lower down, taking your twist. And coming back to center now, moving into Shavasana, straightening the legs, taking up as much space on the mat as is comfortable. Shoulders tucking under, palms to face the ceiling. Option to take Chin Mudra once again, index finger and thumbs connect. Just allow the forehead to soften. The tongue and jaw relax. And begin to inhale a little deeper now. Do swallow if the mouth is dry. Feel free to wiggle toes and fingers, following any urges to move or stretch. And then whenever you're ready, just rolling onto your preferred side, a moment in the fetal position, and just checking in with how you feel compared to the beginning of the class. Have you found more space in the body? Clarity in the mind? And coming up to seated in your own time. Thanks, yogis, for practicing with me today. I hope that you enjoyed that class. Please do feel free to make any class requests in the comments below. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, not just my channel, but any teacher you watch on a regular basis. Wishing you a lovely day. Namaste.